Mom's message came 10 minutes after my sister's. "Please don't leave yet, she's going through a lot." I stared at the screen until the words blurred. My thumb hovered above the keyboard, but I didn't type. I'd already said what needed to be said. That's not on me, and I meant it. Because for once, it really wasn't. 6 months earlier, I was still the dependable one. The quiet scaffolding everyone leaned on. The fixer, the listener, the one who always said yes. My sister, Clara, was chaos wrapped in charm. She had a way of spinning failure into tragedy, then into sympathy, and I always stepped in. Rent, therapy, her car loan, her business idea, all on me. When Dad died, I took on the house. When Mom's blood pressure spiked, I paid the bills. Clara just cried on cue and posted #grateful selfies from her bed. So when her text came that morning, "I'm quitting my job. You'll take care of us while I figure things out," it wasn't a request. It was a command dressed in victimhood. And for the first time, I didn't flinch. I signed the overseas contract that had been sitting in my inbox for a week, a 2-year position in Singapore, executive relocation, housing included. I clicked accept and exhaled like a diver breaking the surface. Then Mom's message came. I didn't answer her either. I didn't owe anyone an explanation, not after what I found out 3 weeks before. It started with the missing savings, the joint account Dad left for emergencies. Clara had access, of course, she always did. But when I checked, the balance was nearly zero. I scrolled through the transactions, hotel stays, spa retreats, boutique purchases, thousands gone. When I confronted her, she laughed. Actually laughed. "Oh, come on, you barely touched that money. I needed it more." Something inside me cooled. Not anger, something quieter, cleaner. I said nothing, just nodded, as if I understood. That's when the planning began. First, I moved the rest of the funds, quietly. Then I transferred the house deed, the one Dad left to both daughters, into my name. I'd been handling the taxes for years. The paperwork passed without question. Clara wouldn't even notice until it mattered. I waited until she'd booked her break, a week-long trip with her boyfriend, the one she pretended Mom didn't know about. She'd maxed her cards, borrowed from Mom, and still acted like a martyr. While she was gone, I cleared my things, boxed up my documents, and met with the realtor. I didn't sell the house, not yet. I just listed it privately, under a corporate trust. By the time she returned, the locks were changed. She stormed in 2 days later, mascara streaking down her cheeks, yelling, "You can't just lock me out!" I watched her from the porch, coffee in hand. Calm, measured. "I didn't," I said. "The owner did." Her confusion was delicious. The delayed realization, the widening eyes. "What owner?" I handed her the notice. "The trust that bought the house." She read it, her lips trembling. Then she looked up. "This is you?" I didn't answer. She tried appealing to Mom, called her crying, saying I'd betrayed the family. Mom called me frantic. I didn't defend myself. I just said, "Ask Clara where Dad's money went." That was the last time Mom took her side. 3 weeks later, I received the overseas job offer. Perfect timing. A clean break. Then came the text. Her entitlement typed out like a script she'd recited all her life. "You'll take care of us while I figure things out." I stared at it, felt the old guilt crawl up my throat, and then nothing. Just peace. That's not on me. Send. 10 minutes later, Mom's message arrived. Softer, pleading. I could hear her voice in it, tired, afraid of confrontation, always trying to keep peace between us. But peace was never what Clara wanted. She wanted control, and for years, I gave it to her. Now, I was done. At the airport, my phone buzzed again. A string of messages from Clara. Caps lock rage. Threats, then apologies, then guilt. "You ruined me. You can't just leave. We're family." I typed one final message. We were. You made it transactional. Then I turned the phone off. In the glass reflection of the departure gate, I barely recognized myself. Not harder, just clearer. I'd mistaken enabling for love, sacrifice for loyalty. Betrayal doesn't always come from enemies. Sometimes it's a familiar voice saying, "You owe me." But I owed myself more. As the plane lifted, I didn't look back. Some stories end in revenge. Mine ended in release. And that, finally, was enough.